Could you turn me up in the headphones a little bit?
Bow, where you been? It's TeeJay, the artist. You rock with me. You are the smartest, and we back with another video, man. And the Knicks won championship. Wow. I mean, I did not see that coming. I thought that one of those teams in the West was gonna win, Thunder or the Spurs, and them boys. That's big for basketball. Reason why it's big for basketball is because of this man named Jalen Brunson. This man right here, that's big for basketball. Let me tell you why. They told us that guards, small guards, can't lead you to a championship. Jalen Brunson, they say the small guards can't guard the ball. You can't carry, can't put the team on your back as a guard. As a fan, my favorite player is Allen Iverson. He was carrying as much as he could. It got to the finals. He just so happened to see Kobe and Shaq. If he don't see Kobe and Shaq, he would have had a championship. You might say Steph, he's a small guard that did it. Yeah, he did, but it was a lot of different things that went into it, but he got it too. But it's just like this puts small scoring guards back up to where they need to be. We're gonna see some more small guards getting that chance now. They're not just gonna see him and be like, well, we can't win with that, so let's just go ahead and get rid of him and get somebody else bigger. This is big for basketball. He's a bucket. Real basketball was played. Wasn't all that foul stuff. He really was out here cooking. The man had 45 in the last game. But I don't want to do my rant. Anyway, this comeback shouldn't have been possible. Wait, this comeback should have been impossible. That's what the name of this video is. Shout out to Jimmy High Roller. I'm about to get straight into it, man. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Let's do it, man.
Going down 3-1 in the NBA Finals is virtually a death sentence. Throughout the 79 final series in NBA history, 38 of them reached the dreaded 3-1 deficit, and only one team has come back from it.
37-1, and that one, LeBron James. LeBron James. That puts it more in perspective, bruh.
And with that being the case, it was imperative that the San Antonio Spurs won Game 4 on Wednesday night in Madison Square Garden to prevent going down 3-1 in the series and give themselves a real chance to win an NBA.
This game right here, oh my God. So much bad happened towards the end of the game, and that's where that inexperience and young stuff, you know what I'm saying, comes into play. But then De'Aaron Fox, man. De'Aaron Fox, bro, you supposed to be the vet, bro.
NBA title, and that's exactly what they were on track to doing. Through the first half of Game 4, Victor Wembanyama and the Spurs put together arguably their best half of the entire season. Record-breaking efficiency, stifling defense, and a first half of basketball so dominant that it earned them the third largest lead going into the half in the history of the finals. 76-49, a 27-point chasm separating them and the New York Knicks. An impossibly large deficit for the Knicks to overcome. In fact, the largest comeback ever achieved in the finals was 24 points. 24? So, barring literally the worst half of basketball in the history of the finals, the Spurs were all but guaranteed to tie up the series going back into San Antonio with the wins at their back and all the momentum leading into Game 5. What transpired over the next 24 minutes of game time was literally the worst half of basketball in the history of the finals.
Let's go! Let's go!
That young stuff, man. That young stuff. The analytics stuff. Analytics tell you to shoot more threes, even if you're missing.
It's gone! With 1.2 remaining! Knicks take the lead! Bedlam here at the Garden!
New York need Batman, bro. I know the streets of New York going crazy. They need Batman, bro.
They can't believe it! The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history!
Whew.
Today's video is sponsored by TeeJay, the best ticket and added to.
Let's get it. That's their chance of winning the game. This their chance of winning that game. Look how low it is.
What you are looking at is a graph of the live win probability from Game 4 of the NBA Finals according to Inpredictable.com. The San Antonio Spurs played so well in the first half that by the end of the first quarter, the Knicks' win probability was already just 17.6%. By halftime, the Knicks' win probability fell to just 1.5%. And with about 9 minutes left in the fourth quarter, their probability of winning this game was just 1%.
So there's a chance.
1%. Unfortunately for the Spurs, basketball is more than just a game of probability.
Get on up. Look at that.
This, ladies and gentlemen, is a visual representation of the greatest comeback in the history of the finals, and quite possibly the history of the NBA. Because what the Knicks did on Wednesday night wasn't just improbable, it should have been impossible. How in the world did the Knicks pull this off? Well, you have to see it to believe it.
Let's get into it.
Earlier in the series, Keldon Johnson goes in hard. Can't get it. The tip misses.
The first signs of a catastrophic meltdown by the Spurs all started right about here. With just under 9 minutes left in the third quarter, down 27, Josh Hart brings the ball down the court and feeds OG Anunoby for an easy dunk. The Knicks playing with a tangible sense of urgency considering their circumstance. The Spurs rebuttal.
Right now.
A three.
Is coming back with a little more fight.
A contested 25-footer 4 seconds into the shot clock. Tim Legler was on the call, and his commentary on this possession could not have been more spot on.
And right now, Mike Brown doesn't mind those quick threes by the Spurs. Even if they go in, you want to speed this game up to give your team more possessions.
Just moments later, Jalen Brunson hits a three, putting the Knicks on a 7-0 scoring run while Taylor Swift cosplays as an actual Knicks fan. Spurs call a timeout. Their game.
Okay, so I heard Taylor Swift is actually a Knicks fan. I don't think she's cosplaying. They said that she was a fan of Amari Stoudemire.
Plan still intact, for now. Just a couple possessions later, after a miss from Brunson, the Spurs come down and get into a two-man game with Wemby setting a screen for De'Aaron Fox.
Okay.
Wemby pops out, and Fox passes the ball to absolutely no one. Nick
Investigate him. He's supposed to be the vet, bro. You're not supposed to let stuff like this happen.
ball, we're going the other way. Fortunately for San Antonio, the Knicks do not convert on this possession, so the Spurs have a chance to come down and extend their lead back up to 25.
They do.
With another deep, wildly contested three-pointer that, of course, doesn't fall. The Knicks, on the other hand, come down, move the ball around until they find OG in the corner for this open look. The lead now down to 19. Knicks on a 10-0 run. At this point, one can only assume the Spurs will probably stop shooting early shot clock threes and really get into their half-court offense, right?
Points Brunson with 22. They've got 44 of the 62. Johnson wide open. Can't hit.
Right. Well, at least on the next possession, the Spurs do a better job at getting into something that resembles a coherent offensive set.
Another three.
Back three.
It's another highly contested step-back three. And another miss. What's worse than another missed three?
Cornette checks in.
Giving up one.
Tries a three.
Giving up another three on the other end just 27 seconds later. The Knicks now on a 13-0 run. Eventually, the Spurs got back on track and maintained their lead over the next 6 minutes.
He did it
Slowly
like that.
three on the other end just 27 seconds later.
Dylan Harper needs all of De'Aaron Fox minutes.
The Knicks now on a 13-0 run. Eventually, the Spurs got back on track and maintained their lead over the next 6 minutes, slowly working down the clock and holding off the Knicks, which in and of itself was a miracle considering how poorly they were playing. Throughout the third quarter, the Spurs attempted 20 shots. They hit 4 of them. In fact, they had more turnovers than they did made shots in the quarter. At the start of the quarter, the Spurs had a 27-point lead. By the end of it, their lead was just 15. But that was some of the worst basketball the Spurs had played all season, especially considering the first half they just put up. It would take an unprecedented, horrific collapse to follow up that third quarter with an even worse fourth quarter.
That's exactly what they did.
Tries a three. Hart hits a three. Suddenly it's cut to 16. That's 13 straight points. Alvarado tries a three. Rolls around and drops in. Beautiful pass inside. Bridges banks it home. Shot clock winding
Look
down.
at it.
Towns
Look at the lead just
off the bounce.
dwindling.
Step back. Puts up the three. It's good.
Alvarado and Brunson.
Anunoby. Three-pointer's good. 6 3-pointers for Anunoby.
You ever watch a game and see some stuff that can only be attributed to what feels like fate? Despite the adjustments, despite the attention to detail or the effort, it just seems like there's an outcome that is destined to happen. This was one of those games. After having one of the greatest offensive halves in playoff history, regardless of the looks the Spurs got, they struggled to get them to fall. And regardless of the looks the Knicks got, they couldn't seem to miss. And after another run from the Knicks, the Spurs lead is now cut to just 11 points. Now, some of this can be attributed to experience. Some of it can be attributed to focus and sticking to a game plan. And some of it is sheer luck. But when you're witnessing a professional basketball player doing a balancing act, tiptoeing the backcourt in the midst of a historic comeback before heaving the ball to the opposing team, one may begin to believe there's a greater force at work here. I am sitting at home on the other side of the country, and I can physically feel the Knicks' momentum from my couch. Coming back down the court, the Knicks got the ball to Cat in the corner, but he's got Wemby on him, the defensive player of the year, one of the best defenders of all time. Surely, he doesn't just go right at him and get another bucket here.
Yes, he do.
Towns fakes, drives on Wemby, goes inside, stops, flips it up, shot is good.
Yes, he do.
Of course he does. The lead, now just 9 points. Madison Square Garden is in mass hysteria, with a chance
They said that dang stadium was rocking.
to swing the game back
MSG was shaking.
in their favor. The Spurs come back down the court, and considering their circumstance and what has occurred over the last 18 minutes, do you think they A, work the ball around until they get a good look, B, feed the ball to their 7'5" alien superstar rolling to the basket,
No.
or C, do the exact same thing that got him into this mess and take another early three-pointer?
Same thing they already been doing, chucking threes.
Chipping away. Fox picks up his dribble. Champagnie can't get it.
If you said option C, you are correct. But look, the Spurs forced a turnover on the other end.
Okay.
They've got another chance to build this lead back up on the fast break. Any guesses as to what they will do on this crucial, potentially momentum-swinging possession?
Chuck another three.
Castle may have gotten a piece of it. Fox kicks it out. Vassell, right side, three-pointer, can't get it.
You can't make it up. Down on the other end, Jalen Brunson works his magic and makes a tough layup off the glass to shrink the lead to just 7. The Knicks are now on a 17-4 run against the youngest, most inexperienced finals team in league history. Now would probably be a good time to call a timeout.
Fox searching.
Nope. Guess what we
Anunoby
finna
on
do?
him. Fox steps back, jump shot, puts it up, can't get it. Wemby tips it out of bounds. Nick Ball.
Or not. The Knicks come back down the other way and immediately set a screen for Brunson. Why is Wemby guarding a 6'0" Jose Alvarado 20 feet away from the basket? I don't know. But after the switch, he's now on Brunson. But now he's dropping back to play strong side help with Champagnie in the corner. The Knicks swing the ball to the other wing, and there's Wemby right on time to help. And guarding this corner man is Champagnie. But wait, he was supposed to be in the opposite corner.
Yes, he is.
Which means someone's open.
OG.
Off the bounce. Corner three. Anunoby. Bang! 4-point game.
Mental mistakes. They're young. They feel the weight of the L coming down. But that's what caused that play.
Timeout, San Antonio.
One possession game. Mitch Johnson realizes he has the autonomy to call a timeout. Larry David is losing his mind, and the world is ending. Or at least it feels like it is, if you're a Spurs fan. But there's still hope. After trading a few buckets, the Spurs maintain their 4-point lead until there's about 2:20 left on the clock, and Jalen Brunson hit this three over
Oh,
Wemby.
this was nasty.
Shot clock at 5. Brunson fires up a three. Pumps it in. 1-point game. This building is shaking right now.
You ever see a dagger that wasn't a game winner or a go-ahead bucket? Well, you just did, because it is now just a 1-point game, and the Spurs are in a state of shock. How do I know this? Because on the very next possession, De'Aaron Fox, the team veteran, a starting point guard in the NBA Finals, did this.
Him up now, Karl-Anthony Towns.
Investigate him, bro. He's not a team veteran, bro. He played just like the rest of them. I'm sorry. Spurs, if y'all want to be in this position again, you can keep him, but he better be sitting down. That boy is bad.
Throws it away!
After 2 quarters of some of the most appalling basketball you've ever seen, this should have been the nail in the coffin for the Spurs and their hopes of winning this game.
Josh Hart,
Saving grace.
out of the pack, lays it up. Lost. Oh, he missed the layup.
But it wasn't. Miraculously, Josh Hart missed this wide open layup that would have put the Knicks up by 1. And despite their best efforts to lose it, the Spurs still have the lead. And on the very next possession, Wemby gets fouled and sent to the line to shoot 2 free throws.
And oh my goodness.
Now, Wemby is an excellent free throw shooter with a career playoff free throw percentage of 85%. He's also the future face of the NBA in a potential legacy-defining moment of his career. Under most circumstances, this trip to the line would put the Spurs up by 3 points. But this is far from most circumstances.
And got that up on the glass. Credit Castle for creating those footsteps behind him.
Hello, pressure.
Yama misses a free throw. The greatest comeback in NBA Finals history.
Hello, pressure.
0 for 2. The lead, still just 1 point. Or at least, it was.
At 6, Castle on him now. Brunson, stutter dribble, drives inside, goes up, floaters up. It's
Takes
good.
the lead.
The Knicks take the lead with 1:22 remaining.
For the first time throughout this entire game, the Knicks take the lead with just over a minute left on the clock. If this game ended right here, what you just witnessed is already the most improbable, most unbelievable sequence of events in the history of the finals.
Facts.
But
it gets crazier.
somehow, despite there being just a minute 22 left on the clock, this game is far from over. Thanks to a pair of free throws from Stephon Castle, the Spurs regain a 1-point lead with just 30 seconds left on the clock.
This is a historical game, bro.
And on the
If you want to teach your kids basketball or whatever, show them this full game. It's going to give you so many different things. It's going to give you the will to win. It's going to give you the fact that just because you're small don't mean nothing. It's going to show you, yo, even though you're down, you're not really down. You just got to keep playing hard. It's going to show you so much. It's going to show you defensive lapses of what not to do. It's going to show you things of what you should do. It's going to be the importance of free throw. Like, this whole game has all of those like factors in it. This is the game to show your kids. They probably going to be watching the game like, why are we watching this blowout? He watching. Man, they up by 29. He watching. He look like, oh, wait. Why would he do that? Why he just do the... Oh, it's all of that.
very next possession, this happens.
Picks it out in the corner. Brunson gets it back. Brunson on the drive. The floater's up. Shot won't go. Rebound deflected in the backcourt.
Oh my God. Reliving this, bruh. You are the vet in this situation right here. 13 seconds left. You're up by 1. Loose ball. You get that ball and you run around until they foul you. This fool.
Such a chance to get.
Pause it. NBA players are the best basketball players on the planet. In spite of this, they still often make mistakes. And in the finals, these mistakes tend to live on.
Don't show. Why you did me like that? Why did you do me like that? That man missed 4 free throws and we lost and got swept in the damn finals, bro.
On in infamy. For every great career-defining playoff moment, there are equally as many infamous blunders that stick with the
another one. J.R. Smith. Oh my goodness.
player long after they retire. What you're about to witness is one of those mistakes.
Fox has it inside. Blocked by Anunoby. 9
And then started complaining.
seconds remaining. 6 seconds remaining.
And then almost fouled.
And Mike Brown, where they call a foul.
With less than 14 seconds on the clock,
right
the
here.
Spurs were up by 1 with possession of the ball. De'Aaron Fox could have wasted time off the clock and forced the Knicks to foul. He could have called a timeout. He could have cleared it out and passed it to a teammate. Instead, he went up for a layup and got blocked, giving the Knicks one more chance to win this game. But of all the unlikely things to occur in this game to bring us to this point, converting on a bucket blocked, giving the Knicks one more chance to win this game. But of all the unlikely things to occur in this game to bring us to this point, converting on a bucket with less than 6 seconds on the clock, down 1 in the finals is about as unlikely as any. Dating back to 1997, the beginning of the play-by-play era, there have only been 6 go-ahead baskets in the finals with less than 6 seconds left in the game. All 6 of these buckets cemented as some of the most clutch, legacy-defining moments in modern NBA history. Even after their historic, unprecedented comeback, the Knicks still had to pull off what has only happened 6 times in the last 30 years. What are the odds that they can pull it off?
And look who it is again. De'Aaron Fox once again.
About as unlikely as everything that led them to this point.
De'Aaron Fox, that's your guy.
It might just get
Watch it
flat
again.
for Jalen Brunson, allow him to operate at the top.
Look, he's on him, and then he went and double.
Fires up a 3.
That's your guy, De'Aaron.
No good. The chip, it's gone.
De'Aaron
It's
Fox
gone.
once again.
It's gone with 1.2 remaining.
Once again.
Knicks take the lead. OG Anunoby, and it's 107-106. Bedlam here at the Garden. They can't believe it. The greatest comeback in NBA playoff history. The Knicks pull off the miracle comeback and lead it 3 games to 1. Now 1 win away from a title.
And that, my friends, is the greatest comeback in NBA history.
Wow. Shout out to the Knicks, man. Them boys won the championship, man. I can't believe it. In my lifetime, I hadn't seen it until last night. They've been like, what, 53 years since the 70s? They ain't won one. Shout out to y'all. Hopefully next year, Orlando, we can get our very first one in franchise history. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. Peace.